Hi, it's 3:52 on Wednesday, and that means we are live in the 352. My name is Sandy Moore. I'm the Executive Director for the Leesburg Area Chamber of Commerce, and this is a program that we do to highlight our members, to help you get to know our members a little bit better. If your business would like to be spotlighted in our 352, let myself or Danielle know at our office. One thing that's coming up, I just want to mention, we have our golf tournament on the 19th of May. It is at Continental Country Club. It's going to be a lot of fun, so if you have not already signed up, I encourage you to do that. Great networking. We also have Chris Leak. If you're a Gator fan out there, you will know who he is because he was the quarterback that led the Gators to the national champion in 2007, and he is going to be with us at our golf tournament, so I encourage you to come and be a part of that. But today, I am really excited to introduce you all to a new member, a new resident to Leesburg, VP Fossils. And we're going to hear about exactly what VP Fossils is, and we're going to meet Eric, the owner. Eric, goodness gracious, I'm sorry, Peter. I don't know why I want to call him Eric. His name is not Eric, it's Peter. Peter Vaught from VP Fossils. So with that, I'm going to turn this over and introduce you to him. Hi, Peter.
Hello, everyone. This is Peter, not Eric. I am the owner of VP Fossils and Cng Interceptor. We are located here on North 13th Street, right next to the Leesburg Food Bank, proximal to the St. Paul Academy. So,
tell us what VP Fossils is.
Okay. I retired from the Army 5 weeks ago, actually, very recent. And I decided to open a propane station. Why a propane station, Peter? Good question. Thank you, Sandy. So the reason is very early age on, I was interested in vehicles, all vehicles. I mean, I was car crazy. And since then, I knew I was going to retire, and I was thinking long and hard about what I should do in my next chapter in life. So what came to mind is something with cars. Well, alternative fuels is something that became of great interest because it's good for the planet, and it's good for your car, and God forbid it saves you money. So I got into alternative fuels, and building a propane station was just the next evolutionary step. So on this property, it's actually two businesses in one. VP Fossils is what dispenses my propane, because if you're going to do conversions, which is Cng Interceptor, then you need to provide the fuel that will go in the cars. Now, this is not just a average fuel point. This is actually a propane autogas fuel point. There's only 2 of these, I'm told, in the entire state of Florida, in that it dispenses very quickly and very accurately by means of a special mass flow meter, which you will find the exact same meter, for example, at your local Shell or Chevron or BP station. So I'm able to fill anything from a small barbecue tank all the way to, if you bring your RV in, I can very quickly and very accurately fill your propane tanks in your RV bus. We also do delivery. So if you need a forklift tank, if you need a 100-pound tank, be it residential or commercial, I can certainly do it with exceptional customer service and a far lower price than what you have right now. So give us a call for that. So the other part of my business is Cng Interceptor. What we do is we're able to convert any internal combustion engine, provided it is not a diesel. That's not recommended for conversions. So if it's a gasoline-powered engine, we can give you a alternate fuel source to drive your fleet. So one of the things that I always get asked is if the conversion or retrofitting of that vehicle means you're giving up your gasoline, which of course you're not. What I am providing you with is a secondary fuel source, which has a secondary tank, secondary fuel lines, secondary fuel injector, secondary computer that controls the flow of propane, just like your regular OEM computer controls the flow of your gasoline. So to answer your question is no, I don't replace your gasoline. I simply give you a second fuel that you can utilize at your leisure. So you can switch between gasoline and propane or gasoline and natural gas, however you wish.
Now, and you and I were talking before we started this about who are the customers that would likely want to switch over or have a converter in their vehicle. Tell us a little bit about who that really would be.
Okay, so the ideal customer is a commercial fleet owner, somebody who has a lot of vehicles, somebody who puts a lot of gasoline into the fleet, that drives a lot of miles, possibly 100 miles a day or more. For those customers, the savings are in the tens of thousands. It of course also benefits not just your wallet, but it benefits the environment. Of course, doesn't hurt to have good PR. It also benefits your fleet in that you can extend your oil change life cycle. Meaning, if you change your oil every 5,000, with propane, you can do it every 15,000.
So it's better for the car's engine.
Absolutely. If you were to power your vehicle on natural gas or propane, since it comes off the factory, then 100,000 miles down the road, if you were to split the engine open, it would look like it's new. So yes, it leaves minimal deposits, and well, it's good for wallet and environment.
Well, and I know you're working on one. Can we look at
Absolutely.
Look at that?
So the conversion equipment that I install exclusively is Stog USA. Stog USA is a American company that is located in Indianapolis, Indiana, and they started with a kit that was developed from the ground up to be utilized by municipal police vehicles. This is a 2013 Ford Taurus Interceptor, and it has the Stog kit on it, as you can see.
So now those of us who are not car people, I'm assuming it's this stuff. Is that what we're looking at? Or
that's right, Sandy. That stuff right there.
That's a technical term stuff.
So what you see here is the high pressure line, which leads from the tank, which is located in the trunk, and it goes to the regulator. The regulator reduces the pressure from the tank to a usable 6 to 10 psi, goes through a set of filters and oxygen sensors to a fuel rail, which then delivers through a secondary fuel rail injection system directly into the intake manifold.
Now we have, and I don't want to interrupt, but we have a question from Larry Blevins, and he wants to know, what does it cost the business owner to change over to propane from conventional gas? I already asked this question once, so.
Good question, Larry. So the cost varies. It's not really fair to ask how much does it cost in general, because that's like asking how much is a house. You could be buying a mobile home, or you could be buying a mansion. So roughly anywhere from $3,000 all the way to $9,000, depending on the size of the tank and the setup that goes on that particular vehicle. I will also say that that is not the true cost. For those that have thought about it in the past or are thinking about it, Florida, out of all the states, have the biggest cash incentives for those that do decide to convert their vehicles. The state of Florida Department of Agriculture is offering a 50% rebate for those consumers that decide to go forward with either a natural gas or a propane conversion. Those are powerful incentives, and I will tell you that the next state that has the very next best deal is not even half of what the state of Florida offers. This program is to remain in effect for only another year. So it's been ongoing for the past 4, and it's been very successful, and the many commercial fleet owners have taken advantage of it.
Very good.
Thank you for the question, Larry.
So, what kind of people then? Who are your ideal customers in general that would utilize, whether it's coming here and getting it filled up or conversion of their cars? Who are some of your ideal customers? I realize that's a broad question.
Sure. So, obviously, I'm able to fill any barbecue tank that comes along. Along with the forklift deliveries and the 100-pound tanks. What really this unit is specialized for is the RVs or vehicles. So if somebody, let's say, if a fleet were to convert to propane, they could certainly fuel with me at a drastic discount. I can fill any RV. I have plenty of space. They can back up in here, and however many tanks they have on board, 3, 4, 5 tanks. And many have. I'm able to fill those up very quickly and very accurately.
And I know we were talking earlier before we started this on live about using it for forklifts and things of that nature, and you can deliver.
Sure. So what separates me from your big propane distributor is I don't use a bobtail truck. By that I mean I don't have a 3,000 gallon cylinder truck that I drive from location to location, sticking my hose in a cylinder and filling it up. What I do is I provide the commercial customers with my tanks with no lease fee and no delivery fees. It's a simple $29 charge per tank, which is the lowest price in town. What I do is then I replace my tanks with my tanks. So when the tank is empty, I bring them a fresh new tank. Now the advantage to the consumer is that every time I take my tank back and I deliver one of my tanks in return, they have been inspected, they have been cleaned, they've been painted if needed, they're checked for serviceability, for rust, for dents, for basically anything that would be contraindicated for use, and they get a fresh tank every time they need it. So that's a big advantage.
So anything else that you want to tell us about VP Fossils, or what people should know?
Well, I just want to stress that propane and natural gas is it's an alternative fuel. It is not a special commodity that is only to be used on once on Sunday, or you shouldn't have to debate when to turn on your fireplace because you're paying $4, $5, $6 a gallon for propane. Propane is inexpensive. I provide propane at $1.85 all day, all night, 7 days a week if I have to. I have no concept of working hours. It should be a readily available and accessible resource for people. It is not just for barbecue tanks and fireplaces. People cook with it. People wash and dry their clothes with it. All my cars are powered by propane. So it is definitely a commodity that is readily available. It's something that is local to North America. It's abundant. We have a century's worth of propane and natural gas right here in North America, and we should take advantage of it. There's powerful incentives out there. It's cheap. Why not?
Very good. Alrighty. Well, first off, I just want to thank you so much, Peter, for doing this today, and for VP Fossils for having us here for Live in the 352. I also just have to say thank you so much for your service. I know you're a veteran, 22 years, is that right, in the military, and thank you for that, because that's very important to all of us, and we appreciate our servicemen and women. I would just want to encourage you next week, tune in again at 3:52 on Wednesday for our next Live in the 352, and thank you.